All right, so I know you are really, so I know you're eager to get started here. Just one thing I would like to explain before you move forward. You notice that we have the download link to go and get the code for all of the projects that we do in this course. Now, the way I structure everything is perhaps a little bit different. So I put all of the projects inside of one big project. Right now, again, this is not the way you should do things. So if you are building an application, you should just create one project for each application. But because we are learning here, I just thought it would be better to put everything in one place. That way you have all the code that you need in one place. Now, how do we navigate through this code? Now, remember again, you should have access to this code. So if you go to this link, which you had in previous lecture, you can go and look at the most updated code. Okay, so this is where the code lives. If you come down here, you can go ahead, of course, and click here and go and download a zip file. But also keep in mind, it could be a good idea for you to use all of this code as a reference. I would like you to get in the habit of actually coding with me. But in times you want to make sure that you are coding correctly or something's not working, it's always good to look at this code base here as a reference. Very good. So go back to our code here. So how does all of this work? Now you notice we have the main.dart. So this is the main entry. This is where everything happens, right? The Dart code is first called from here. And the most important part really is where we are actually running the app. Okay, so notice here, home, we pass in an object. We pass in an actual application. So in this case, it's BizCard. Now, where is this BizCard? Well, if you command and click like this, it's going to take you to this home.dart file. So this home.dart is found inside of UI. So you go to lib, where all the code lives, and you have UI and you have this home. So the home is where we actually call all of these different pieces of application. So notice here we have a lot of code. So all of these classes either represent a full application or a part of application. So you can see here, for instance, the BizCard is being called. This is where we created the logic for the BizCard. Okay, so anytime you want, for instance, to run, let's say, the Wisdom app, well, you come down here and change this to Wisdom, like this. Pick that one and save. Very good. So everything is indeed hosted inside of home.dart. As you progress in the course, when we create better applications or more sophisticated, I created different folders for each application. So for instance, this Board Firestore, it's its own entity, its own project. Okay. And so when you're ready for that, of course, you come here and look at it. We have Flutter Maps here. I have two apps inside here. At the bottom here, we have the weather forecast and all the entire applications running from here. But nevertheless, this is always called inside of our main right here. So going back to where this code lives, I recommend you to download this zip file there. So you have the whole code, but also I recommend you to have this link open on a separate window as you work on this course. So that would help you to, for instance, if you are wanting to see about the weather forecast and you want to see, for instance, go to util, you can go and look at one of these classes and see exactly what's going on. That helps you code along so that you don't make mistakes, and you can always check to make sure that you are writing the correct piece of code. All right, so that's all I have for you. I'll see you next time.